Well, g'day and welcome back. There is a massive update that's just gone through overnight quite sneakily, and I only just noticed it myself when I logged in. First of the things, notice there, send ping. So you can now ping where something is. So I know now that there is an entry here, and what I'm looking for is actually underneath me somewhere, which is very cool. More things in the update which are going to make a lot of people very happy now. Least of which is there's now a different bioluminescent block which now contains warm white glowing substance, which we need to find still. But more importantly, and a little bit more excitingly, if you're going out of doors, we now have different doors. We've now got a wooden round door, which is very cool. Also a rounded wooden window frame, which is groovy. And also there's windows to go with them as well. So there's a large round wooden window and a rounded wooden window frame as well. And they're just made with simple wood logs, which is very cool. Now the Carpenter here. One of the first things I can see there is we now have a sun lounger, which is what you traditionally find in the little tents that you find around the place on the map. So you can now build one of those yourself to have a lay down on, which is pretty cool. And in terms of tables, anything new there? Not as yet. Nothing new in chairs, benches, bathroom, nothing new there. Illumination, okay, wow. So there's some really cool things there. We've now got a small stone brazier, which is pretty cool. Pretty easy to build as well, just some resin and some stone. A medium stone brazier as well, and a large one also. So I think what I'll do later on this afternoon is I'll do a video where I build all of these. Oh, look at that! Iron grate. Wow, that's going to be awesome. Yeah, I'll definitely have to do a video this afternoon with all of those. And in terms of doors, oh yes, cool. Yeah, I thought, seeing they added rounded windows in, you thought they would have added window frames in at the Carpenter as well, and yes they have. So we've got a rounded window frame there that's pretty easy to build as well, and an iron adorned round door. Wow, that looks so cool. That green is going to be beautiful. Very cool. So I imagine in windows as well. Yep, here we go. We've got some rounded iron window frames, a couple of different ones there, and the same in stone. Polished wood as well, that's awesome. And carved windows as well. Wow, that is very cool. Oh, yep. And the Carpenter's also got some new clutter. So there's new clutter at each of the builders, which is really cool. So he's got a flask and a small flask. Oh yes, look at that. So there's now another secret door, and that introduces something that's going to be another new resource in the game, which is red marble fragment, which we're going to have to find somewhere. I'm not sure where that's going to be on the map. We'll have to cruise around and try and find that at some stage, and nothing else new in terms of secret doors. But that looks very cool. So you would imagine that there would have to be a building block that's a marble as well, which we'll have to have a look into in a second. I may have actually missed it just a moment ago, but it might actually be in one of the missions. Spinning wheel, wooden bucket. Okay, nothing new there.
Hard speed. The birds sing sweetly. A good day.
Some other updates that have now gone in is there's now different missions. Balthazar now has a new mission. Which you can see here. So there's now a new location on the map. In terms of new crafting items for Balthazar, let's have a look through the list here. We now have warm white glowing substance. So that answers that question as to where you can actually get that from. Is from Balthazar. And also, you've now got a blue globe, which is quite interesting, which is made through Balthazar. It's made from lapis lazuli, which we now have a further use for, which we sort of one of the end game things. And another one of the things that's now been improved upon is you've now got a whole heap of different books as well. And differing from the other ones, collection of books. Previously just needed old books, but now these can be made with paper, leather and indigo plants. So if you haven't come across any books in your travels and you've got a lot of leather and indigo plants and paper, you can actually now craft the same thing in terms of books without the resource of old books in case you haven't come across them, which is actually pretty cool. In terms of anything else new from Balthazar, we've got nothing at this stage. Let's head over to our old friend the Blacksmith. Let's see what he's got. So I can see nothing new there as yet, but actually we've now come across something. We've now got Clutter. So we've now got more things to put on tables when you're decorating, which is awesome. So we've now got an urn, fire bowl and a jewelry box. Those are all made with pretty simple things, bronze bars, charcoal. And in terms of anything else from Blacksmith, nothing further as yet.
Break a leg. Oh,
Head over to
take what you need.
the hunter. Oh, we've got a new mission for the hunter. Alright, so over at the hunter here, not seeing anything new here at this stage. None of the building sets, no carpets, wall decorations are all the same, I think. Yep, nothing's changed there. Alright, so nothing new at the hunter there.
Come, share a meal and a story.
So Emily Frey, the farmer, caravan journey was glitched, so I'll have to check whether that is now still glitched. But we now have a new mission for her. Which is cool. Let's have a look at her crafting. And I can see something in flower soil there. Now got flower soil is available to be crafted rather than just mined from the village. I can't remember where it was. Oh, wow. That's awesome. Flower pots. Oh my god. This is so cool. Look at this. Empty flower pots. White wall flower pots. Oh my god. This is going to make decorating on my mega builds so fun. This is going to be really, really fun for people to build with, I can tell you right now. You say you got round pots. Square flower pots as well. Most of these are just made with flower soil, which is not too complicated. All you need is empty flower pots to build them and flower soil. Small ones. Oh my god, this is going to be so fun for so many people. Oh, look at that. Long flower pots. That's awesome. Alright, so all we've got to do is just work out how to build an empty flower pot. I'm sure we'll find somewhere. Take a look for that right now.
Stay safe, friend.
Ooh, one thing I can notice as well is they've changed the look here of the interaction menus. So that's now changed on Fireplace. It looks completely different, which is quite cool. Takes up more of the screen now and you get a little bit more information. We now have selected highlighted green, which is actually quite cool, and the main interface as well is much bigger. So you've got a lot better of a view of what you've actually got selected on each of the crafting stations, which is fantastic. It's a really good change. Aha, there we go. You would figure, wouldn't you? So the kiln, which only previously before just had just fired brick. So now that's where you make your flower pots. Which is really simple, it's just clay and wooden logs. Now, I haven't actually had a look at the journal as yet, so to see if there's any missions. So as we saw just a moment ago, explore the Hollow Halls, which is the Alchemist mission. So there's a couple of different parts to that and a couple of different pages. The Hunter Spinning Wheel mission, which we looked at just a moment ago as well. Craft a spinning wheel and different options for crafting linen and string. Okay, that's pretty cool. Derelict Kindle Race. I think that actually may be the one that I hadn't finished as yet. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think that's the one I hadn't actually finished yet. So that's not a new one. One of the other things that I have noticed, which is very, very cool, is you've now got completed there as a drop-down menu, which is really cool. Because it was a pain in the ass before when you had constantly trying to go all the way up. You were going, oh, have I finished this one? Then you had to go all the way up here. It was such a pain. So you're going, whoops, I missed that one. So you had to scroll all the way back up to the top of the list. So it's bloody awesome that they fixed that up now as well and made that a drop down. Super cool. Alright, so in terms of that, there's nothing new I can see. Now, if you're also looking to try and find a like an overall sort of thing on each of the builders and what's new, you can also go into the journal here and do it from here. Most people know that, but some may not, and some may prefer doing it via this menu as well. So just another little thing. Alright, well, that looks like it's it. Seedbed. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, wow. Okay, so we've got some more trees now. Oh, wow. That is super cool. Okay, so we've got Nomad Highlands Broad Tree Seedling. Revelwood Red Leaf Seedling. Oh, this is going to make building so fun. Say goodbye to another 200 or 300 hours. Alright, so we've now got way more trees. Mostly from Revelwood. So there's new ones there, which is super cool. Okay. Does pay to actually check in here and see what's new. Alright. Well, I think that's pretty much going to do it for us. Now, in terms of the map and what's changed, I believe I hadn't actually gone through this one here, which is Explore the Hollow Halls. So I think that's a new section on the map. These two question marks right next to my Hobbit base, which I'm currently doing a build for. If you haven't had a look at that, I'll put a link for you in the top right hand side of the screen. Those two question marks were already there, so I don't know if they've been expanded upon or not, but we'll have to take a look at that at some stage today as well. So on the right hand side of the map here, I've got what appears to be a new quest here, Caravan to Longkeep. So that's one of the other new additions, it would seem. Oh, and also down here, one big giant question mark. That's another one that I have not seen as yet. Hasn't appeared on the map. And that's the glitched one, Southern Caravan. So previously, before Caravan Journey that I mentioned, that's the one that was glitched. So I'll have to see if that glitch is now being fixed. I'll take a look at that at some stage today as well. So we've got a lot to do today, and there's a lot of exploring to do. So that'll do us for today. Once again, thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you next time on Glitch Gaming.